Well, guys, it's not going to be a long one, but I want plot thinkings. How y'all guys doing? It's your boy, the Dean. Class in session. We're going to be talking about today. So apparently, Travis Hunter's girl was on somebody's, a man by the name of Anthony Edwards' Instagram and left a message on there and then quickly turned it off quickly. Um, I saw some of this yesterday, and I thought I'd talk about it. Not necessarily the post, but how one should handle when a woman is actually being this disrespected. But what you see here with the post that you see is that she gave some hard eyes and a tongue, and then quickly deleted it. And once she deleted it, um, everybody underneath her, behind what she was saying and everything, they were asking the questions. They were looking for the emojis and see what they mean. Wonder why she canceled the comment. What happened to the face comment? It's hilarious to me. They're all here for the same reason. The final girl's comment, and she deleted it. She deleted the comment that she had, and um, it's not. It's crazy when you think about uh, what happens when people, especially when women, it's not just about what she's doing. It's actually about a standard that you must have. I wish I could find a woman that could disrespect me on this level to give me a reason to get rid of her. Lucario, my boy, always says it's so hard to get rid of women, but this is something that I just want to talk to y'all about while I keep this here underneath me, because as a man, the disrespect is always going to be seen, gentlemen, as a direct challenge to a man's authority and a man's values. And a man doesn't tolerate it because, maintaining respect when it comes to the game, gentlemen, is a man's only sense of power and control. So instead of reacting violently and being mean and yelling at her, we just walk away from the situation, which actually, gentlemen, for many of you guys, if your woman is doing something like this, it reinforces your strength in the situation. And as a man, I don't ever want to be dragged down by negativity. And as a man, this ability to walk away, gentlemen, when somebody is disrespecting you, it actually demonstrates self control, and it really, really cements and locks down who you are as a man as far as your own principles go. And this is why, unfortunately, for a person like Travis, he'll never get the respect. And women who don't respect men are always going to keep doing the exact same things. But as men today, if ever you are disrespected, by removing yourself from the situations of any kind of disrespect a woman gives you, gentlemen, um, you assert your own boundaries. And that's why it's important to maintain dignity. That's why we always talk about self love and loving yourself and unconditional. And as you can understand, when you are engaging with disrespect, and you're with a woman that's disrespectful, even from the point that we talked about it on yesterday's show, the disrespect of driving to another man's or a party of men and making that young man wait outside. That disrespect, the disrespect from the Heisman, everything has always been disrespect to diminish his power. So by choosing to walk away from things that waste your time, the thing is as a man, you actually demonstrate control, gentlemen, over your emotions and your actions. And these are a clear example of what is going to make you a man to a woman is not tolerating poorly, uh, in a way where you're mad at the woman. You have to command respect, not only of yourself, but for everybody else around you. And when you see, if you see something like this, which you see right here, this is why, as a man, you should never ever tolerate that kind of disrespect, no matter what it is or who it is, gentlemen. And that's what I'm talking to you about. Because at the end of the way, I don't want you to ever feel like you have to prove yourself or seek validation. Okay. You have your own peace within your mind, one thought, one mind, one way. And anybody around you, you should empower them to treat you with a certain level of respect. And if a woman is raising her voice and disrespecting you, you must get rid of her by walking away from her. And I say rid of, I don't mean harming, hurting, or anything like that. But when you don't actually react to the disrespect, what happens is that you can show another level of game. And this is why we always tell you at the end of the day, the focus that you have on yourself and for yourself truly matters, because everything that you do, every move that you make should be for you and you alone and not for somebody. And when somebody is doing something like this and somebody is making a move like this and then taking that thing down because she's like, oops, I got busted. What I'm saying is that men don't engage in petty conflicts. They always are going to show strength, and they're always going to move in a way that says, you're not, or you don't have enough weight in my life for me to keep you around. I will dismiss you because your influence on everything matters, and it is your actions. And you must maintain a sense of self. And as long as you can maintain a strong sense of self, you change everything up. You have to remove and get yourself out of these situations. And the reason, and I want to give you some reasons why doing this is very important, because this first thing, it allows you to maintain control. As the key point in everything, gentlemen, you always have to maintain control by being willing to walk away, to show somebody they don't have a hold on you at all. The only hold I have is over myself. But also, I don't want to waste time. I don't want somebody around who's going to waste my time. And I want to make sure that everything I do is all about the self love, the self respect that I have, showing that the value that I have for myself or the value you have for yourself is, you're never going to put yourself in a position to argue with a woman whatsoever. You're just going to remove yourself, because at the end of the day, you are setting this standard. And that's what the game is all about. It's about creating and setting a standard. And this behavior um, sets a clear example to anybody who wants to be around, is that you are not going to be treated in any way. You're not going to tolerate that kind of disrespect. And it shows something that Travis Hunter doesn't have, and that is a inner strength. Not when it comes to football, when it comes to relationships, and inner strength and the confidence, proving that I don't need to prove myself to a woman. And I don't need to have a confrontation with a woman to get my point across. You can do what you want, so can I. If you want to be and talk to and deal with other men, like say if you're his girl, I'm not, or fiance, I'm not talking about just a woman you're messing with. If this is your fiance and she's taking your name, she's moving like that, you got to get her go. She's got to go, because all you're trying to do is you're trying to keep peace in your life by avoiding any kind of negative consequences, avoiding these things and these outcomes. And it's very important to maintain this mindset, because it'll always keep you locked in to keep unnecessary drama out of your life. That's what we want to do. Keep that drama out of our lives by projecting who we are, not to the world, but to ourselves. Okay. It is not to the world, it is to ourselves, by enhancing our image. And we are doing that. We're going to inspire someone to actually respect us. And that's what we want at the end of the day. We want it. We want to demand it. And because of the appreciation we have of ourselves, this is what changes everything up. But until you young men start to wake up and see that women, excuse me, a woman that you're with can do anything she wants to do when she wants to do it. The thing is that at the end of the day, what are you going to do about it when somebody disrespects you? You don't need to get mad. You don't need to yell. You don't need to scream. You don't need to get upset at the person. What you should do is just technically remove yourself out of the situation. And if somebody shows you that, you know what, they argue, they fight, and they continue the behavior, remove toxic people out of your life. And the more you can remove these people out of your life, the greater your life is going to be. I just want y'all to think about that. We got to start creating the standard. You are the standard. And when you can create the standard and become the standard, everything goes right for you. You don't have to worry about disrespect. You don't have to worry about anything because you are the standard and you are king. I've always said you're king, you're emperor, you're all things and how you move. And at the end of the day, you are a somebody. And if you are a somebody, why would you allow a nothing and a nobody to come into your life, come into your world and ruin what you have created? As long as you know what you have created for yourself, you won't have to deal with. We don't deal with things like this. Things like this doesn't they don't happen to men. We don't move this way. We never move this way. We don't act this way. And as long as you can move this way and soak up the game and realize the depth of the game, you're not going to have to deal with anything that you see right here. Your standard is going to speak for itself. And as long as your standard speaks for itself, it's at that point that you become the prize. And that's the most important thing here. It is not about the actions of the woman. It's the actions of the woman that doesn't respect the person, that doesn't see value in himself. I see value in myself. I hope you guys can see value in yourself. Okay, gentlemen. That's all we wanted to say about this. Appreciate you guys. This is not a long thing. It's just a quick observation of what's happening. I do want to say thank you very much. I appreciate you guys, man. And let's rock it out, man. Let's get it. Let's go. But remember, guys, got any questions? You know how to find me. Get at your boy. But remember, at the end of the day, dog, we don't move this way. They're allowed to move any way they want to move, but we are also allowed to keep bad things out of our life. Okay. Peace.